Let's analyze and predict the Canada versus Bosnia and Herzegovina FIFA World Cup match. This is the first game of Group B that consists of Canada, Bosnia, Switzerland, and Qatar. Now, I'm not really comfortable about this game because I've never seen them play again, more or less head-to-head. And based on my reading, more or less, it seems Canada has really suffered more or less in the World Cups they've appeared. For example, they've kind of lost in all of them, or like the games they've played in the World Cup matches. Now, a couple of things here. Alphonso Davies is not going to be available, which is really tricky for this. Edin Dzeko has like a shoulder injury, but I think that might not prevent him from playing. He'll probably play. So on flash score, there's saying giving Bosnia to win or draw, but the game is being played in Toronto, Canada, and I think the home advantage might boost the morale of Canada in this particular game. So Canada, Bosnia, what the odds read like 1.88, and for a win for Canada, and 4.75. Now, my thought on this is that because I've not seen a head-to-head for these two teams, like they've never faced each other, it's a 50-50 kind of chance. They might come off the races and actually just go for it and decide, well, it's a win, we have to go out and get it. So as much as it's a little bit difficult to kind of gauge, the best approach I'm actually going to offer in this game is for Bosnia to score a single goal, at least a single goal, and for Bosnia to score a single goal, the odds are 1.66. That is 0.5 for Bosnia. There is a high chance of Bosnia scoring at least a goal right there. If we actually do the double chance market of either Bosnia winning or drawing, the odds are 2. So they kind of even feel mismatched, because a double chance for Canada to win or draw is at 1.219. I have a feeling Bosnia will pull a surprise here and either do a draw or win that particular game, but I have a feeling they'll score. Now, today for the fouls market, that's a tricky one because as I mentioned, they've never met, and the referee is from Argentina, Facundo Raul Telo Figueroa. Sorry for that. And in the game, he refed Costa Rica versus England a couple of days ago. This is what happened. The game had at least 31 fouls. Now, that was a friendly, and the play of the World Cup is a little bit different. The first half fouls were 14, so Costa Rica were committing fouls. Could that be the case in this game as well? Let's see. A CONMEBOL Libertadores game that he refed. Let us see the statistics as well. Had 26 fouls. In the first half, there were 14 fouls. Now, one thing I know about more or less what I've noticed with Argentinian football is that in the first half, they tend to have a couple of yellow cards. I don't know if that's going to be the situation here. So we give out 3 yellow cards there. Let's see this game of DR Congo versus Jamaica. It's a World Championship qualification where it went to extra time. Let's see, the first half he gave out a yellow card. So that's good to note, because in the first half, he might give a yellow card as well. What's the markets for the yellow cards in the first half? 0.5, 1.29 over 1 at 1.6. That's possible. Statistics. There were about 29 fouls, but remember the game had extra time, so in the first half there were at least 11 fouls. Now, the fouls market in this game is a little bit tricky to kind of predict. The first half fouls has a lower threshold of 12.5 at 1.5 odds. I'm not really confident about that unless both teams, as much as they've never played together, they go out there and go for like more or less attack without pacing around, passing the ball back to the goalkeeper or just passing it backwards. If they decide to go for it and go full attack mode, then chances are we're going to get a good number of fouls. Now, as for the shots towards goal, that's a market that I can kind of say may work, especially if, let's assume, if Bosnia score fast in the first half, Canada will probably get at least 15, 18, 19, 20 shots towards goal. Let's see how they fared on in the friendly versus Ireland. Canada, they took how many shots in this game? 21 shots. 21 shots. So that's why I'm saying they might actually pull a surprise here. And Alphonso Davies was not there. I do believe he was injured as well in this game. But there's a high chance they might repeat. Canada versus Uzbekistan. This one had a couple of yellows in the first half. They took 10 shots. Let's see. Throw-ins 26. As for the Canada-Ireland game, they had about 17 throw-ins. Now, let me see what the markets read like for shots towards goal. For Canada to at least take 11 shots, the odds are 1.36. Not really the best, but there's a high chance they'll probably get that because of home ground. Normally what happens is you're a player, you're with the ball, you're outside the 18-yard, then you hear somebody say, shoot from the fans, and normally it's psychologically you just find yourself shooting. So a shot, a block, and all that. And they need at least to kind of do away with what has happened in all the World Cups, because most of the World Cups they have appeared in, for example, they've lost all 6 previous games at the tournament in Mexico 1986 and Qatar 2022, which saw Canada score just twice while conceding 2 goals per match on average. Now, only El Salvador have played as many games with a 100% losing record at the finals. They need to break that. So chances are they'll actually be doing a good number of shots. But I don't think the team from Bosnia will go down like that. And I do believe their shots towards goal are a little bit more valuable. Let's actually see how they've been performing for the shots. A friendly versus Panama, a friendly versus North Macedonia. So Panama is ranked 34th, Bosnia 64th. What are the statistics? They got at least 8 shots now in this friendly versus Panama. Now for them to get 8 shots in the Canada versus Bosnia game, they have at least odds of 1.52. That's really possible for Bosnia to get at least 8 shots. Bosnia versus Macedonia, 64 versus 69, 16 shots. And then let's look at the one that they qualified in, Bosnia versus Italy. Statistics, they had how many shots? 30, but they went to extra time, so the first half had 13 shots, second half 12 shots. Now, if Bosnia beat a team that is ranked number 12 and they're 64th, I have a good feeling they'll get a good number of shots in this game. So in terms of value, I'd more or less inclined towards Bosnia getting at least 8 shots in this particular game at 1.52. They could even get 11.5 shots in this game towards goal at 3.36 odds. That's a high probability. So let's assume Canada score fast. If Canada score fast, because they'll be off the races to kind of score and do away with that record that they have, Bosnia will be on their case. They're actually going to do the best to actually score. So what would I say my predictions based on analysis would be? It's for shots towards goal. Bosnia at least 8 shots towards goal, 8 or more. So it could be anywhere from 7.5 up to 11.5 based on your bookie. I also do believe if Bosnia score first, there is a high probability that Canada will also get at least 12 shots towards goal. That is 11.5 at 1.53 odds, all the way to at least 17 shots. This might end up being a game that is full of shots. The other market that I'm actually going to go with for this game, it's either a draw, a double chance of a draw, or Bosnia to win, and also Bosnia to score 1 goal at 1.66 odds. So those are my analysis and predictions. I really don't want to dwell so much into the fouls in this particular game, but it really depends on how they come off the races. I've not seen them. If we had a head-to-head of these two teams, then it would have been easier to kind of understand what or how they play. And also I've checked some of the teams here. How they play is that they may or may not concede fouls. It really depends on a lot of factors, but we have to wait and see. That's my predictions. This is Stats Fast Football. That's it for this video. See you in the next one.